on the Seven Sisters.
Welcome to the Morwenna Banks Show. I'm Morwenna Banks, and this is my show.
After being ignored for so many months, the conflict in Malakabad has finally captured the attention of the world. The international media has come out in force. There are dozens of film crews in this one little town. Over there is an award-winning reporter for French television. No arse on her at all. Couldn't satisfy 2 men, let alone 10. From America, the CBS network have sent their slapper. What were they thinking? She's got no chest worth speaking of. 2 fried eggs on a piece of paper. As this war rages on into its 5th month, it's becoming more and more clear that there's only one girl who's going to get the prime army beef in this town, and that is me. Anyway, something's happening. Something's happening. It's a parachutist, a lone parachutist, descending towards the main square. I can see him more clearly now, and... Whoa! Beef from the sky! It's beef on a string! Oi, back off! And you cow, touch him and I'll bite your bloody nose off! This is Ruth Lassie, reporting live from Malakabad.
It's so difficult to get
in your pocket. Oh dear. I think you just need to put a bit of oil in it.
May I suggest yes. To wedge the pen.
Miss Carr, please.
5p.
Only 5p.
Now, have we got any...
We do have my dear.
Yes, got to hear
Thank you so much.
Let me just
stretch it across for you, my dear. Just make it easier.
No, Meg, it must be for buying giraffes. Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Yes. There you are, sir.
There you are, sir. There you are, sir. There you are, sir.
Yes, these bags aren't very good, are they?
No, we should give you something else to carry it in. Are you wearing any pants today, Mrs.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not. No,
Oh dear, I'm so sorry.
I know. Why don't we just levitate it?
What a good idea.
Yes, a very good idea. I give you a hand with it.
Of course, my dear, of course. Well, it doesn't work.
No, you know, it used to. It used to before standards dropped.
Oh dear, what to do? Do you have a motor car?
Yes, just round the corner.
Well, then perhaps you'd like to take advantage of our unique carry-to-car service.
Yeah, great, whatever.
Right. Thank you, Mrs. Bunford.
Take it out now. Take it out. Very careful now, baby.
Yeah.
It's awfully nice.
Hey, Mr. Johnny Good-Looking Muscle Boy Superman. You want me love you long time? Me so horny? You give me lots of ruble? I do sweet things to your noodle.
Well, it's quite a lot of weeping, mainly.
Yes, weeping. A lot of weeping, really. And preserving our maidenhoods.
Oh, and we spent quite a lot of time in town.
Yes, very high towers.
High town, yes.
And we cry out in reedy voices.
Yes, although if the tower's too tall, you really can't afford to be too reedy, because it doesn't carry, you see.
No, and the chaps on the horses can't hear
No,
us.
that's what the knights in shining armour, yeah.
Knights in shining armour, exactly.
Where's Aurora?
Is she out on redecrying duty?
No, she said she was off to lose her maidenhood.
Oh,
Yes.
That's the second time this week.
The second time this week, yes. Oh, now, I once fled from a mythical beast, from a griffin, yes.
You?
Yes, I did, yes.
Oh, must be nice to have a fleeing opportunity.
It was, actually, yes.
But then you went back to the weeping.
Yes, the weeping, yes, mainly. Was that the sort of thing you're after? Yes.
Is that enough?
Well, you can do it again.
We could do more weeping. Hello, DH. Just putting you through, caller.
Oh no, You're just putting you through, caller.
Yeah, Curtis. I'm not really funny or nothing, but you don't half stink. Have you got a bit of a porn problem?
Do you know, Carolette, I could do. I don't have no sense of smell.
No. No. How do you smell then?
Like a dog.
Oh, awful.
No, through me hair follicle. Just putting you through, caller, please, and thank you.
Yeah, but Curtis, that's part of the problem, you know. You've got smelly arms, smelly legs, smelly face, smelly belly, but most of all, you've got smelly hair. And I bet if I took a sniff, you'd even have a smelly nose. Yeah. You use deodorant?
Is deodorant the same thing as sitting on your dustbin every morning?
No, Curtis, you have clearly misunderstood the whole concept of pong. Allow me.
Oh, well, smell me up, Carolette.
Smell you down, I think, Curtis. Daisy, if I pop a bit of spray here, then I'll spray along your area, top it off with a bit of more spray. You don't smell like a stinky pig no more.
Thank you, Carolette.
Only trouble is you still look like one. Poor, I think you forgot to spray your lungs.
Hello, dear.
Like I say, Jeff, I mean, things are a bit quiet at the moment. I mean, jobs that involve long periods of filming overseas are a bit thin on the ground. Why is it you want to get away, darling?
Oh, no reason.
Oh, hang on. I did have an inquiry about your availability for a job in the States.
Oh, yes.
Doctor Who convention. Do you remember you played the part of that soldier about 15 years ago? They'll fly you out, darling.
No.
I have not, darling. Sounds like fun.
I said no, haven't I?
Well, you did that other Doctor Who convention. Do you know? You never did tell me how that went.
Help! I'm not Corporal McAndrew! Like, Corporal McAndrew is a fictional character in a television show. I'm an actor.
Very clever. Very clever indeed. But I have already established that you are not a corporal at unit headquarters.
Finally.
But that you are in fact a Kraysian infiltrator from the planet Stray who has taken human form in order to lead the invasion of Earth. Now let's have no more attempts to trick me until I've eaten my tea.
Well, can I at least have something to eat? I'm starving. I mean, you wouldn't want me to starve, would you? I mean, think about it. What use is a dead alien in human form tied to your bed, eh? Come on.
I could perform an autopsy and video record it.
Forget it. Stupid question. Quite right.
I might be prepared to let you have some food in return for the answer to some questions that have been bothering me.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
In the invasion of the Kraysians, when the Kraysian ship lands in the disused quarry...
Yes?
It seems to be very, very tiny, like a little model. And yet later, when the Kraysians disembark, it seems to be very big. What is the reason for this, please?
Oh, well, it's much better to travel through space tiny and then adjust to normal size when you've landed or something.
Interesting. One bean. For another bean, the Kraysians are extremely advanced technologically, and yet when they fire their weapons at the Doctor and the British...
Jeffrey, darling, are you all right?
Yes, I am. No.
Well, listen, let's say no more about it. Now, who's for a pud?
Yes. Lovely.
Yes, I do know what is a television.
made of electric and gas and magic. And it is made by professors in a factory. And the leader of the professors is called, Patrick Moore. And so the professors do go out and capture orphans and old people from the street, and they put them in a special room and teach them how to do things on the television. And if they caught a lady with neat shiny hair and a bald man with a tie what looks cross, then the professors say, "You must read the news." And if there's a silly girlie what giggles a lot and does wear very bright coats, then they say, "You must read the weather." And if there are people what are very, very miserable the whole time, then they say, "And you must be in EastEnders." Anyway, then when the orphans and tramps have done the learning, they do get put into a special machine what looks like like an X-ray machine what is at the hospital, and what you have to go inside when you swallowed your dad's car keys. So anyway, they put all of the people in the X-ray box, and when they come out they have shrunk to only 1 inch big, or maybe 3 centimetres. And silly children do think that these little people do live in the TV because they are so tiny, but that is ridiculous. For birds, there is no snacks or toilets inside the TV, and they would die. But instead, they sit in a tiny room called a BBC, and they read out what they got to say. And the professor does take a photograph of them on a video machine like a telescope, and then he sends it through a plug in the wall, and a picture of a tiny men and ladies that's come out on the television, just like normal. Unless it is Channel 5, and they do make their programmes up a snowy mountain. And that is how the television does work. It's true.
My dear cousin Ellen, do let me tell you what sport took place this week between me and my beau. I asked my beau to bring me flowers, and then, when he came back, I made him wait in the rain for a whole hour whilst I took my tea. And when at last I let him in, I said to him, "I cannot take these flowers, sir, for they are wet through. Fetch me a dry bunch," and I hid my face behind my fan. Oh, dear Ellen, men are such foolish creatures. And do you know what occurred the very next day?
He chucked me!
Never such thing! My dear Ellen, please return from London so that I may cry on your enormous woman chest.
Hello? I'd like to report a protection racket. Oh, hello, Constable. You were quick. I wasn't expecting you yet.
I've been practicing unlocking my bicycle chain, Mrs. Fletcher. Makes a big difference, I can tell you. Now, I understand you want to report a protection racket.
Two nights ago, I had this dream. I dreamt Rapide was sitting in a chair and he was smoking a pipe and he was angry with me. You were. And then I saw that he was all covered in zips. His body was all covered in zips and zipped up, and I didn't want to open them up, but I had to. I don't know why. And there was zips, and there was zips, and there was more zips, and I was undoing them, and there were even more zips, and it was as if zips had zips. But I had to keep doing it, and then there was this sort of pain, and there was something on my body, it's on my bum, and all these little tiny ponies were coming at me, and they were biting me, and they wouldn't stop. And then I woke up, and I couldn't catch my breath, and I was sweating. But it was a nice dream, it was, because it had ponies in it.
Are you previously seen on the previous police drama.
I understand you want to report a protection racket.
That's right.
Perhaps I should come back when you're less hysterical, Mrs. Fletcher.
No, I'm all right, Constable Bap.
Now calm down, Mrs. Fletcher. There's no need for hysterics. Now, how long's this been going on?
Well, since I moved into the Gables 30 years ago.
And what happened?
A man comes round every Saturday morning asking for money.
How much?
Every Saturday, like I said.
What does he look like?
He's got a white jacket and a cap.
Is he on foot?
No, he has a small motorised van.
What does he say?
He says, "I've come for the milk money, Mrs. Fletcher."
Well, he's certainly milking you, Mrs. Fletcher. Oh. And this happens in broad daylight?
As wide as you like.
Hey, Mr. Film Star Big Guy, you so handsome and me so horny. You want me love you long time. You give me rupee, then you watch me do poopy.
Darling?
Yes, darling.
Knobfish, mon darling.
What about it, darling?
Ring any bell?
Knobfish sounds très much like a word, my darling.
Fish. Puss bucket.
Is that with an acute accent over the bucket?
Oui, or maybe non.
I couldn't agree more or less.
You're so clever, my pretty weekend.
Je suis allée chez le dentiste.
Rat Felcher, my
My darling, but that's not the Times crossword, is it?
Oh, no, c'est pas du tout the crossword, my sweet. No, I'm just writing to your mother.
Edgar's diary, week commencing January the 8th. Well, quite a busy time this week at Camwell High. The headmistress has at last undergone a total mental breakdown, precipitated, in my opinion, by discovery of sixth form prostitution ring, and also because of steaming human turd found in her desk drawer. However, before they closed the ambulance doors, I managed to pin her down on some major school issues, like the annual end-of-term comedy review, and whether we should do it with the local boys' school again this year. I vote yes, even though last year's effort resulted in 3 unwanted pregnancies and a series of copycat suicide attempts. Frankly, the staff must simply learn to control themselves. So I've personally taken on the task of writing the review. Have ignored all of those who wanted theme Spice Girls Eat Spunk in Space, whatever that ninny nonsense means, and opted instead for theme of Prisoners of Conscience. Have emailed Amnesty International for research on amusing incidents and anecdotes. However, I'm slightly worried that there's no one at the school to play the part of Nelson Mandela with sufficient accuracy or power, so I may have to play that part. Note to myself, look out Daddy's fuzzy wig from last summer's jungle barbecue. Now I only have to sort out problem of who's playing Terry Waite. Might ask Miss Armstrong, as she could provide own moustache. So, all in all, a good week for Camwell High. Who says the education system is falling apart? Must sign off now, as I think I can smell a drug coming from art room. Signed and dated, Hilary Clarkson, head girl.
Oi, catch this, twat, eh?
Previously drama, previously before drama, please.
Now, I was wondering, have you ever had milk delivered, Mrs. Fletcher?
Yes.
And do you pay the milkman when he comes?
No. He comes too early.
I know how he feels, Mrs. Fletcher.
Oh. Do you suffer from premature ejaculation, Constable?
Something chronic. If you'll excuse me, Mrs. Fletcher. Look at that. 4 hours early.
What about the extortion, Constable?
Well, I reckon there's a connection between you not paying the milk and the man who comes round demanding milk money.
You think if I paid for my milk, then I wouldn't have to pay the so-called milk money?
It's possible, Mrs. Fletcher.
Well, I think I shall be buying an alarm clock, Constable.
Hey, beautiful Mr. Johnny, handsome, big muscle, clever guy. Me look at you and me feel so horny. You give me Irish punt, me let you sniff my cooking.
This Noel Edmonds, what a schmumpkin!
It's so stupid, it's so stupid! Who would ever visit this schmunkins hall?
He calls it a house party, but look, Frank Carson has just come in. He's tired from his long journey from Ireland to Crinkly Bottom, and does Noel offer him any food?
No, not even a schmutz ball or a halalala hachem cake! Look at Frank, he's so hungry!
Who is that at his door?
It must be his mother, to take over his house party and treat his guests with some respect.
No, it's that Ginger Spice!
Oh, she dresses like a schminkle pinkle. How can Mr. Ginger Spice let her out like that?
He's gunging her. Gunger's too good for her.
Why do they have nothing but schminkle pinkles and halahachems on this show? I can't stand it. Oh, Maureen Lipman is her Oh, she's such a wonderful entertainer.
Now she will have brought a hamper of shalenkenpunkels and maybe some luncheon poodle noodle hoodle poodle doodle cake.
Yes, Mother, Maureen Lipman is on BBC One, yes. Yes, Mother, BBC One, yes.
He's asking you to sit down in a huge pork pie!
Giving his guests no food and then taunting them with a 7-foot wide pork pie!
And he spends on luncheon poodle noodle hoodle doodle poodle doodle cake!
What? Hurry, turn to ITV. Mother says there's a nice Jewish girl on Blind Date.